Welcome to Learning with the Dawgs. My name is Ann Randall, and I'm the Agriculture and Natural Resources Agent with the University of Georgia Extension here in Columbus. I have a special guest today that I'm excited to welcome back to Columbus, Jennifer Davidson, who is the
County coordinator
in Russell County now.
Right, for Alabama Extension.
That's right. Jennifer did my job in Columbus for many years before I was here, so she has a lot of experience in our area, and we're excited to have her here to talk specifically about a program that we're going to be doing together in the coming year, which is the Master Gardener program. So Jennifer has operated this program for many years. We have a lot of Master Gardeners in our area, and we just wanted to tell you a little bit about how the program works and when we're going to be recruiting for it. So Jennifer, in a nutshell, what does a Master Gardener do?
Well, they're basically to help Extension, so they are sort of our multiplier effect. They learn about a particular topic, so anything to do with the environment, gardening, forestry, anything like that, and then they're able to go out and share that knowledge with the community. So really they multiply the effect the Extension has.
And what is the difference from being a Master Gardener or just being in a garden club or gardening on your own?
So they do volunteer hours on our behalf. So anything that the Extension office is supporting as far as projects that we've got going on, and you have lots of partner organizations here in Columbus that they can work with. But generally speaking, the idea is to gain knowledge and then share that knowledge with their community.
The last year in Columbus, our Master Gardeners in Muskogee County at least contributed $65,000 worth of value to our city. So this is hugely important to our city. It's a very big deal for our county office, and I know that you had the same amount of impact over there in Russell County.
Absolutely.
So we're excited to be recruiting new volunteers. Part of the thing that attracts people to this class is the training that you get as a part of it.
Oh, it's so fun.
And hours and hours of actually going through and learning about plant botany and how soil works and how water works. It's the kind of information that you don't get unless you go get a college degree, and we're able to offer it here locally for people who participate in this class.
Right, and it's really inexpensive, so it's only $180. That includes your textbook, hours of information. I think usually we throw in a shirt, a pen, some other things. But it's really inexpensive, and then we're going to start it in February and do it 2 days a week?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays in the afternoon.
Right.
From 1 to 5.
February through March.
Okay. And so like you said, the class is really interesting because it starts with the basics. So it starts with what I think of as what I remember from high school, like botany and physiology, all those things about plant functions that are very important. And each class is different, and each class has a different instructor. So that makes it even more interesting, because I know sometimes if you get the same instructor or you get the same PowerPoint over and over again, it can be kind of dull. But we try to keep it super alive, different instructors, lots of hands-on activities.
And field trips. We're going to go to different places around town. We'll also go to Auburn University and spend a little bit of time there. So you're not just sitting in an office or in a classroom the whole time, but we want you to actually get out, learn how to do the things that we're talking about, and get to see some of those things happening in real time.
Absolutely. I know for me, turf grass is one that I'm like, am I that interested? But if I see it in real life, it can be quite interesting. And so we're going to go to the turf grass unit over at Auburn. We're going to go to the greenhouse, maybe the Arboretum, some other places, definitely the soil and water lab. So Auburn University as well as the University of Georgia both have fabulous labs. And part of Extension is that we basically are, the link to the labs. So basically the entomology department, the pathology department, the soil and water testing, we're the link to that. So I think it's going to be fun.
Well, and one thing that I think we might have forgotten to mention is that this is a joint Alabama and Georgia class. So
absolutely.
Whether you're in Alabama or in Georgia, you can come and participate. We're doing this program together to maximize the resources that we have between University of Georgia and Auburn University.
Yeah, very good. It's going to be fun. So how do people apply?
Well, you can get the link on our website, which is ugaextension.org/Muskogee, or you can call our office at 706
653.
Thank you, 653-4200. That's right. Or you can call Jennifer's office,
which is 334-297-6485.
There we go. Between the two of us, we'll get it. And if you need any additional information about class schedules or exactly what you'll be learning, feel free to give us a call. We're happy to share that information. We want to recruit a good class because this is such a good service for our community, and make sure we keep it alive here in Columbus and Russell County.
And a lot of Master Gardeners find it to be, it's really enjoyable volunteer work. So in the end, you can learn about something that you're really passionate about, really interested in, and then you can share that with people. Also, people make lifelong friends and have lots of fun. So it's not just doing something good for the community, it can be good for you as well.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for Ag and Natural Resources, this series with Learning with the Dawgs. We're going to be back in just a minute with more information from our office, and thanks for joining us.
Bicycles are fun at any age. Just remember the rules of the road when you're out enjoying a bike ride. And motorists, when you're sharing the road with cyclists, use caution and give at least 3 feet when passing. Bicycles are safe, fun, and sensible. When you ride, be visible, be predictable, and be alert. You'll have a safe ride and a great time. Let's get there together, Georgia. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety and Georgia Bikes.
Welcome back to this segment of Learning with the Dawgs. My name is Nicole Copeland and I'm with Great Start Georgia of Columbus. I am the First Steps Coordinator here in Columbus. We offer voluntary and free parenting resources for families here in Columbus. You probably know someone who's pregnant. You may be pregnant yourself. If not, we all know someone with small children, 0 to 5 years old, and those are the families that we target here in Great Start, Georgia. So some of the services we like to offer include a parent packet, which is great information and resources for all families here in Columbus. We recognize that all families need help at some point in time. It can be something as small as, where do I go to get quality child care for my child? Or something as, how can I receive services from the Department of Public Health? Or much more intensive services, which require home visitation, and those have an eligibility requirement as well. So today I want to talk to you about how to play and interact with the infant and young child. So we can start with things during your pregnancy, such as reading some of the books that we have here. Reading is a great way to interact with baby while baby is in utero. The baby will learn your voice and learn tone of your voice as well. The baby can hear all kinds of sounds past 28 weeks of gestation, so it's a great time to read to your baby so that they can take all the things in. Next would be kind of audio and visual toys, which is what we have here. This one makes a noise with the rattle, as well as some of the spinning objects on it. It's very colorful and playful, so infants can grab onto it, shake it about to make noise. This is a great toy, inexpensive toy that you could find at your Dollar General, Dollar Tree, dollar store that you prefer, and find this great toy to play with baby as baby is growing and developing. We do recognize that 90% of a child's brain is formed and developed by the age of 3. So if you can stop a second and just think about that, 90% of your brain is formed by the time you're 3 years old. So it's very important that we start from pregnancy all the way up, even past 3 years old, and make sure that we are developing our brain adequately throughout that time period. Next, we have a grasping reflex. Links are a great way. You can link them together. You can make long chains. They're colorful as well. These links have different sorts of raised places on them so that you can do a little oral exploration with the links here, and as the baby starts to teeth, 4 to 6 months. So links are a great toy as well. You can also link them onto other toys like this and make different ways to hold the rattle or the toy, so that's fun as well. Next, we have our visual component, which would be our tambourine with our mirrors. So when we're talking about mirrors, the baby can see his or herself in the mirror, and that's great so that they can get to know what they look like and what it's like to look back at yourself in a mirror. It's great development for the brain as well. Then once our baby starts to crawl, we want to make sure that we don't have anything in our home that our baby can choke on. So they do sell choke tubes at your local baby store, but you don't need to have a special tool to tell if it's something your baby can choke on. You can simply take your paper towel roll or your toilet paper roll from your own home, and if it can fit inside and go from top to bottom of this toilet paper roll or paper towel roll, then it is something that your baby can choke on. So we want to make sure that we don't have anything laying around on our floor that is going to harm baby in any way. So make sure if you have a test, you can just test it through. So see, this would be something that our baby cannot choke on because it does not go all the way through the tube. So this is a great thing to test objects on. Next we have baby as they learn fine motor skills and gross motor skills, putting things in their proper place. This is, if you're old school like me, you remember the old schoolhouse box. And they open up like this, and they usually have people inside and things that go along with it. Since this is a schoolhouse, we have a boy and a girl, as well as a teacher's desk and a chair as well. So it's just fun to kind of role play and show your infant or young child how to role play with people and little places to put the people into. So it kind of goes off of brain connections as well. As we get a little bit more advanced, we start learning our shapes and our colors. They have great puzzles that you can take advantage of. This is a shape puzzle, and all the shapes are different colors as well. So we learn shapes and colors all at one time. So this is a great toy and tool to really teach the young children the shapes as well as the colors. So this is fun too. And last, we have our flashcards. So flashcards kind of go back a long time. They've been around for a while. So flashcards can be fun and interactive. These are Sesame Street flashcards where they tell the word. They also show the picture. So anybody at any reading level can make up a story about this picture to tell your child. Your child can in turn make up a story to tell you about this picture, what's happening in this picture. What time of day is it in this picture? And then as we get older, we can talk about sight words and what words really mean. On the back of the cards, they also have explanations, and they also have an activity tied with them as well. So flashcards are a great way to entertain your young child as well. I just want to give everyone our contact information and name and phone number for Great Start Georgia here of Columbus. We are at 706-225-3859. We are located in the UGA Extension office downtown in the Annex building. Again, our phone number is 706-225-3859. And give us a call. We'd love to help you out with some parenting resources here in Columbus. That's all for this segment of Learning with the Dawgs. We hope you have a great day, and thank you very much.